When you run a growing business, you need a secure, streamlined way to manage your network access. With Cisco Business Dashboard, CBD, you can set up a robust authentication system without needing deep technical knowledge. Wireless authentication ensures that only authorized users can access your network, safeguarding sensitive business data and maintaining a reliable connection for your team. CBD simplifies this process by integrating a radius server, which securely verifies each user's credentials before granting access. In this episode of Cisco Tech Talk, I'll show you how to configure wireless authentication on CBW access points using CBD. Next. The Wireless Authentication Service feature was introduced in CBD version 2.5.0. Supported access points include the Cisco Business Wireless CBW 140 and 240 AC series, as well as the 150AX series. The service sets up a free Radius instance on the CBD Manager for Radius authentication. It provides your organization with a simple way to deploy a server without clients needing to understand Radius. To start the process, go to the Provision menu, select Network Configuration, and then choose Authentication. Currently, there is no authentication profile. I'll create one by providing a profile name and keep the organization as default. Under Device Groups, I'll move the default to the right side to place it under Selected Groups. Scroll down. Under Authentication Servers, enable to Use Cisco Business Dashboard Authentication Service and click Save. You'll see that the operation is in progress and the authentication profile job has been created successfully. The status now shows as Done with Success. Next, navigate to the System menu and click on Platform Settings. Under the System Variables tab, you need to specify the external dashboard IP. Ideally, this would be the external public IP through which the dashboard can be accessed. For this example, I'm using the local IP, which is 172.19.1.138. The dashboard HTTP port is the default 80. The HTTPS port is the default 443. And the external Radius authentication server port is set to 1812. Click Save, and a notification will show that the system variable has been saved successfully. Navigate to the Administration menu and click on Users. Click the Add button to create a new user. Here, configure the username and provide an email ID. I'll set the dashboard access to No Access and enable network access. Provide a password and click Save. The user should have been created successfully. Scroll down. Under the Organizations tab, click the Add button and choose the default profile to verify that the user is associated with the default organization. The next step is to create a new wireless LAN for authentication. Navigate to the Provision menu. Under Network Configuration, choose Wireless LANs. Click the Add symbol and enter a profile name. In this example, I'll enter RadAuth and keep the organization as default. Move the default group to the right side under the Selected Groups and create a new wireless LAN by clicking the Add button. In the new pop-up window, configure the SSID name and VLAN ID. For security, I'll choose WPA2 Enterprise. Expand the advanced settings, and you can keep the default settings for broadcast, application visibility, and local profiling. The radio will be set to both. Click Save to add this WLAN. As you can see, the operation is in progress, and the WLAN profile job has been created successfully. It will take some time for the status to update. Once complete, it will show as Done with Success. Log into the CBW access point to verify that the WLAN created on the dashboard is reflected on the access point. Navigate to Wireless Settings and click on WLANs. The radius-based WLAN created on the dashboard is shown here. When you edit the WLAN profile and navigate to the WLAN Security menu, you'll see the security type is WPA2 Enterprise as selected, and the authentication server is External Radius. Scroll down to see the Radius server showing the CBD IP and the authentication port as 1812. After checking the details, close this window. To confirm that the Radius server is showing on this access point, switch to Expert View by clicking on the bidirectional arrow and then click OK to confirm. Navigate to Management and then to Admin Accounts. Select the Radius tab, and under the Radius Authentication Server, you can see the CBD IP. The port and other network user settings are enabled for this authentication server. To verify if the authentication service is working properly, I'll check if the user 1 that was created on the dashboard can be authenticated from this access point. To do this, navigate to the Advanced menu and click on Primary AP Tools. Under Troubleshooting Tools, you will find the Radius Response section. Here, the WLAN profile shows as Radius Test, which was created on the dashboard. I'll provide the username as user1 and the password. Once the details have been entered, click Start. An authentication success appears, and the dashboard starts authentication with CBD at 172.19.1.138. There you have it. With wireless authentication, you get peace of mind, knowing your network is secure and easily manageable. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.